It's going great, Larry. Joined now once again by Mark Wolfenbarger, and he was the man that was able to deliver 34,000 pounds of Tyson chicken. And I know we touched on this a little bit earlier, but Mark, you request to come here each and every year, and that fact alone is cool. But what makes it even cooler is that you don't often request to go places, and even if you do, drivers aren't always granted that request. You're pretty passionate about coming to Boise, Idaho.
Yeah, this is the only place that I've ever requested to come. And like you said, they usually don't do that, but I told them I had to do this. And when they asked me why, I told them how I felt about it. And they told me, listen, then you got it. And, I mean, if you're really passionate about something, they'll consider it. But I guess I was kind of like a bully. I wouldn't take no for an answer. So, but I love doing this. I love this town. I love this team. I live in Knoxville, Tennessee, and I'm a Boise State fan. So, as long as you're doing this, I'll be doing this.
We're going to take a step a little bit over here so that we can just give a little bit of perspective on how much chicken was in this truck. Join me over here, Mark. Again, 34,000 pounds, about 1,600 boxes. That's a lot of food, and it takes a lot of legwork to get it all out of there. Now, the Mountain View girls basketball team and the Capital boys basketball team were working on this truck for about a half hour. You said that only about a third of the chicken has actually left the truck, though, so far.
Correct, yeah. Yeah.
So if you were to carry 1,600 boxes the length of this truck, that would be roughly going about 1,600 yards, or excuse me, 16,000 yards. That's roughly the amount of total yards the Boise State offense has gained since Brian Harsin has been the head coach at Boise State.
Yeah.
Just a little perspective for you there. You also said you're a Boise State fan.
Oh, yeah.
In Knoxville, Tennessee, how is this even possible?
Satellite TV.
I know last year you got to see the blue for the first time, right?
I did. I got to see the field for the first time last year. My bucket list is come to a game. As far as, I guess I started following Boise years ago when they kind of got the shaft on the national title. And once I saw them for the first time, I was hooked. And my son, growing up, he kept saying, "Dad, who is that?" So I told him. Now he's got kids of his own. He's sitting on Saturdays. His son's going, "Dad, who is that?" My son has become a Boise State fan.
Okay, so you're collecting them there in Knoxville.
Yeah.
Question, and this might be a hard one to answer. If Boise State and Tennessee were to play,
Boise State.
okay, so it's not that hard to answer, I guess. You know, getting back to your mission and your trip to get here, and your more than anything your will and desire to get here, there are certain guidelines that you have to follow as a truck driver, but you cut those as narrowly as you could in order to battle the weather and make everything happen so where you could be here today. I've already asked you why, but again, why do you do that? How hard is it to battle through everything, and what keeps you pushing when maybe you are on that little lack of sleep or whatever it is?
For me, it's family. Whenever I got to where I kept saying I'm not gonna make it, I just got to quit doing this. Then I get thinking about some child or an elderly woman or man that wouldn't eat because I didn't get here. And then I think about my own kids, my grandkids, my wife, my mother. Then I got to go. And there's no way I'm going to let this town, you guys, there's no way I'm going to let you guys down. I'm coming.
Gosh, you're almost like Santa Claus driving the sleigh, and I tell you that. My goodness, Mark, again, we really appreciate not only you joining us, but also your effort. You're tremendous, and we thank you. And enjoy what little time you have in Boise, because you're probably going to be on the road pretty soon, I would assume.
Yes, sir. I'm heading to Gooding to pick up a load that's going back down to Missouri next to Joplin area, 1,600 miles away. So I get to fight all the ice going back the other way now. So.
Mark, you be safe, okay? And I'm going to count on talking to you right here next year on 7Cares Day. Sound good?
Actually, I plan on talking to you inside that stadium.
Okay,
during the game one
okay,
day.
I like that. You let us know if you come for a game. We have a Bronco Roundup Game Day show, an hour live on the Blue before every game. We will get you on that show if you come for a game, no doubt. All right, Mark, thanks a lot. We appreciate it. All right, we're going to toss it back now to the cozy confines of the KTVB studio where Tammy Tremblay is.